What if a simple act of breaking a lock pulls you into a deadly game of betrayal, revenge, and secrets? Welcome to The Locksmith, a thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. The story begins on a quiet night when a police officer named Jeffrey was on his regular night duty. Two young boys, Ryan and Kevin, approached him. Jeffrey gave them a map, and using it, they found a safe hidden behind a wall. When they opened the safe, they discovered a lot of cash inside, but there was also a motion sensor that got activated. At that moment, Kevin suddenly came out of the shop, surprised to see what was happening. Before he could understand anything, Jeffrey suddenly shot Kevin. However, Jeffrey's motive was not to kill Kevin. After this, Jeffrey fired at a car with a gun, but the details of this incident are unclear. When Ryan came out, he was very angry and started abusing Jeffrey. Jeffrey then pinned Ryan to the wall at gunpoint and threatened him, warning that if anything went wrong, Ryan would be responsible. 10 years passed. Upon his release, his old friend Frank was waiting for him outside. Frank encouraged Ryan and helped him break the locks to his shop. Frank had prepared everything for Ryan from the shop to the car, and Ryan began working with curiosity. Earlier, Ryan was an expert in opening locks and safes, but now he was using his skills legally. A few days later, Ryan called his wife Kate, who was a detective. He expressed his desire to meet her, and she agreed. Ryan was married to Kate and had a daughter named Lindsay. 10 years earlier, Kate had left and asked Lindsay to meet her at a cafe. Kate forgave Ryan and told him he could be a father to their daughter. However, it was difficult for Ryan to spend time with Lindsay, as Kate was not supportive at first, though she hoped to be in the future. The next morning, Frank woke Ryan and told him to go to work. Ryan was repairing the lock of a luxurious house. There, Garrett, the owner, met him and said that one of his workers, April, had told him about Ryan's skills. Garrett gave Ryan a job. April was Kevin's sister. She told Ryan about her difficult life. She was struggling financially and refused to do anything illegal. She was angry to hear that her brother was killed and that Ryan was now pretending to improve his life. Frank advised Ryan not to take the wrong path despite his sorrow over Kevin's death. The next day, while Ryan was on his way to work, a police car stopped him. Inside was the same corrupt officer, Jeffrey, for whom Ryan had spent 10 years in jail. Jeffrey threatened Ryan again, warning that if he spoke out, his life would be in danger. Although Jeffrey was close to retirement, his two junior detectives, Paris and Joan Ryan, were watching him closely. Ryan was taken to a police session, but his seniors saw that there was insufficient evidence to send him back to jail. In the interrogation room, Ryan's wife Kate questioned him, still doubting him. Ryan explained that Jeffrey was framing him and that the drugs found in his car belonged to Frank. After some time, senior officers cleared Ryan of all charges. Jeffrey's retirement party was held at the police station. He called Kate to his office, gave her a glass of wine, and suggested she should become the department head. Jeffrey wanted Kate to spy on Ryan like his two junior officers. It was clear she was skilled at this when she received a call asking her to pick up her daughter Lindsay from school due to an urgent matter. Ryan was excited to meet his daughter. He reached the school without delay, picked up Lindsay, and had lunch with her in the kitchen. During their conversation, Lindsay asked Ryan about his work and recalled how he once showed her how to open a lock. It was probably the first time she asked him for something. Ryan took her to his workshop and showed her some lock opening tricks. Kate told Ryan she had now become the department head. After a while, Jeffrey came and started threatening Ryan again. Ryan turned around, said nothing, closed the door of his car, and left. Back at the workshop, Ryan opened the box of his troubles and sat down. Garrett, April's boss, was a wealthy real estate builder who forced April to do illegal work for his business. April showed her scars to Ryan, revealing her suffering and need for money to change her life. Ryan was saddened by April's troubles and finally agreed to help her. The next day, April told Ryan the location of Garrett's house. Ryan calculated that Jeffrey had deliberately kept the case under wraps. That evening, Garrett's party began, attended by businessmen, government officials, and some policemen. Ryan sneaked in wearing a mask. However, Jeffrey was also present and noticed Ryan. Ryan found a bag in the office containing a lot of money. He didn't need to break the safe, but the job was not easy because Jeffrey was there. Jeffrey could not shoot because other policemen were present and would intervene. Killing Jeffrey at this time meant going back to jail. Ryan fled with the bag but was stopped by some guards. When he reached the door, he pushed April forward and jumped over the wall himself. The plan succeeded, and Ryan escaped. Now Garrett was very angry at Jeffrey for failing to secure the party. At the workshop, Ryan hid all the money in Frank's safe and called April, but she did not answer. Worried, Ryan went to her house but found everything scattered. Then a woman named Tanya, who had worked with April, came to Kate's house. She gave her a pen drive containing evidence of Garrett's crimes, photos and videos proving that Jeffrey, Perez, and Jones were involved. Ryan tried to explain that he had no other choice because he couldn't bear April's pain. He blamed himself for his brother's death and said that's why April was in this condition. Frank forbade Ryan from interfering in April's life and told him to tell Kate the truth, but Ryan refused. Fearing Jeffrey might harm his wife and daughter, Ryan was filling a bag with money when Kate arrived. Ryan quickly hid the bag and told Kate the truth about April. She also wanted to know why Ryan went to jail 10 years ago. Ryan wanted to confess but stopped and took all responsibility on himself again, not revealing anything special about April. Kate deposited all the evidence in an envelope and gave it to her seniors. She realized that to punish the corrupt policemen, more proof was needed. Since April was an escort, no one would believe her, so Kate had to investigate further. When Kate asked Garrett about April, he flatly refused to answer. Ryan was sure Garrett had hidden April. Their conversation turned into a fight, and Garrett attacked Ryan. Ryan fought back fiercely, dunked Garrett's head in water, and demanded to know where April was. Garrett finally revealed that April was with Jeffrey. As soon as Ryan went out to save April, she agreed to steal again, wanting to lead the revenge for her brother Kevin's death, mistakenly thinking Ryan was the killer. In reality, the real kidnapper was Jeffrey, who wore gloves to hide his identity. Frank advised Ryan to give all the money to Kate, who was in charge of the police station and could find April legally. But Ryan's actions had worsened the situation, and without legal help, he was almost certain to go back to jail. Later, Kate came to the workshop with Lindsay. She told Ryan she had uncovered the truth about Jeffrey. Ryan then revealed the truth about Kevin's death that night. After learning everything, Kate could no longer leave Ryan alone in this difficulty and asked him to return the money so everything could be handled legally. Ryan stayed with Frank in the workshop because he had to meet Lindsay. There, he found the pen drive containing all the evidence against the corrupt officers. If this reached the police, it would be very bad for them. Meanwhile, Jeffrey and April checked into a hotel. Jeffrey got a call from Jones, who had received the pen drive from Kate Sr. Hearing this, Jeffrey was furious. The three of them planned to kill Kate, Ryan, and everyone involved in the case, then escape with the money. Jeffrey only wanted revenge on Ryan, not to kill innocent people. Kate quickly called Ryan to warn him that these corrupt policemen were planning to kill them. Frank shot at the two officers from behind. Jones was killed on the spot. Perez, angry at his colleague's death, shot Frank, then pointed his gun at Lindsay. But he hesitated and lowered his weapon. Kate heard about the shooting while in her car and rushed to the workshop but arrived too late. Paris held Lindsay captive. Ryan asked Kate for help. He made a plan. Kate would focus on saving Lindsay, and Ryan would give all the money to Jeffrey. Paris locked Lindsay in a hotel room, handcuffed to a table. Ryan wanted Kate to buy time, so he stalled, saying he wanted to see something from Lindsay first. Jeffrey refused and ordered Ryan to do his job. Kate secretly opened the door and walked out, but Perez saw her and chased her. Ryan shot Perez when he got the chance, put Lindsay in the car, and told her not to open the door for anyone except him or her father. At the same time, Ryan surrendered his gun, telling Jeffrey to take the money. Jeffrey was about to shoot Ryan when Kate arrived and revealed the whole truth. April was angry, saying that if Ryan hadn't called Kevin to steal that day, her brother would still be alive. Seeing Ryan's remorse melted April's heart. Soon, the police arrived and took April to the station. Meanwhile, Ryan, after 10 years of separation, was now living happily with his family. In the end, The Locksmith is more than just a thriller. It's a story about redemption, family, and the fine line between right and wrong. What did you think of Ryan's journey? Let me know in the comments below.